So you want to use Legion in Frontier Defense. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about Legion's strengths and weaknesses, his upgrades, and everything in between to make sure that you are the best Legion player possible in Frontier Defense. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I wanted to make a quick guide over Legion. I know a lot of people are playing all different types of Titans in Frontier Defense, and one of my favorite of all time in the game is Legion. Legion is by far one of my favorite Titans in the game, just for the fact of how much DPS and that he can put down, and the fact that he's using a minigun just kind of is like one of my favorite guns of all time in real world. And I think it's a lot of fun to use. So I wanted to make a quick guide over Legion to let you guys know what his strengths, his weaknesses are. So for everybody that's coming new into the game, or people that have never touched Legion for the first time and want to know how to utilize him the best in Frontier Defense, I want to try to help you out the best I can, and hopefully with the advice that I have and the guidance that I can give you, you have the most success possible in Frontier Defense. Now, the best way to utilize Legion is by using him as a medium to long range Titan. The fact that Legion does not really have the best coordination when it comes to CQB or being really close to other Titans and being able to defend himself against Ronins or Scorch puts him kind of at a disadvantage, even though he has a lot of health. He's built as a tank, but you know, using that minigun and using it either long range or short range doesn't really help him out because he's a very slow Titan. He only has one dash. Thank goodness he at least has a dash, but just because of his bulkiness, he's not able to defend himself very properly when it comes to close quarter fight. So I'm just going to let you know, just using him as a long range, either sniping Titan with his long range shot of the minigun, or being able to use him at a medium range and using that just a regular, you know, CQB rounds when it comes out of the minigun is a tremendous help to Legion. He's definitely going to appreciate being able to stay alive a lot more in the game, and your teammates are going to enjoy having Legion around a lot more just for the fact of how much firepower he puts on the enemy players in Frontier Defense. Now, long range and medium range, you know, Legion has a lot of stuff at his capability. The fact that he has a shield to kind of block some of the damage that's coming at him, and actually over time, as you're upgrading through Frontier Defense, Legion actually gains shield when his shield is actually getting shot at. So that's one thing that's kind of cool. As you're going through the game mode, you'll be able to kind of upgrade your shield, be able to take more damage as you have had ballistic shield up in front of his gun. But the fact that he's able to use his power shot either at short range or long range is a lot of help to you, just for the fact that his long range shot, as you're making upgrades through Frontier Defense, can punch through multiple targets, or his short range, his CQB power shot can actually completely skip Doom phase for some Titans if you're actually close to them and they're so close to Doom state. The fact that they will just completely disappear as soon as you power shot them at close range is actually pretty cool, and it actually takes down a lot of time in Frontier Defense trying to, you know, take after multiple targets. Being able to just power shot somebody, completely forget them, and move on to the next target, yourself is just going to be much more prepared for another fight, and your teammates are going to be happy too because they're not having to deal with another Titan on the battlefield. Next up is, where do you place Legion on the battlefield? Is he, you know, on the left side, right side flank? Is he in the middle? Is he far back? Where does he at? Now, I've been already talking about, you know, kind of placing Legion far back and being able to kind of place him close to the Harvester. He's a tank, that's his role, and he needs to play this role. I know a lot of people, you know, play different Titans and, you know, they don't actually play to the strength of their Titans. You know, Scorches will, you know, push really far in and not, you know, kind of play conservatively, being able to light people on fire and lock down corridors. The same with Legion. Legion, sometimes I see players, you know, pushing up too far away and getting in those kind of you know, entrapments, being able to get beaten on from all different sides. So people need to utilize Legion in the best way possible, being able to use him as a tank and being able to lock down different sides of the map. I know Legion has a great capacity of being able to just lock down places and being able to support other Titans. So in that case, I'm having everybody place Legion towards the back, towards where the Harvester's at, or being able to play up middle, being able to cover left and right flanks or middle flanks, being able to kind of support their teammates based off of, you know, whatever calls are coming out from your teammates. Teammates need support on the left, Legion go over there, support them on the left, move back to the middle. Legion needs support on the right, move over the right, help out a little bit, move back to the middle. It's all about being able to be that support for your team, and also being able to play that role as, hey, I need some extra DPS, I need some serious help over here. Can you come over and try to help me out? And Legion kind of fits that role the best, as being able to support Titan and being able to punch through multiple people, being able to take on multiple people with a smart core, or just hitting people through power shot, makes him a force to be reckoned with as a good team player, as a good backing, as any support Titan in this game. So the next thing I want to talk about is the different Legion kits that I would actually recommend. There's actually just 2 Legion kits I would recommend, but actually both of them play different types of roles depending on the way that you actually play Legion in the game. So the first Legion kit I would recommend is the extra ammo capacity. The fact that you're able to increase from 100 to 140 rounds with Legion is a very helpful kit, just because that means that there's more rounds downrange. There's actually more, hit counts towards your core meter, and you're able to punch through more targets and deal out more DPS. The fact that you're able to just continuously shoot more for 40 more rounds helps out a lot for both your teams, for yourself, and for your Titan meter. Being able to get, the smart core a lot faster with extra ammo helps out a lot, and being able to then use smart core to punch through multiple targets and more targets helps out a lot. So the first one I would actually recommend is extra ammo capacity. The next one I would recommend is the hidden compartment. Now, power shot is a tremendous skill, a tremendous attribute that Legion has, and the fact that his upgrades through Frontier Defense increases the potency of the power shot is a lot of help to you. With the upgrades that you get through Frontier Defense, you have again, like I said, the long range shot that actually punches through multiple targets with the long range power shot, or you have the CQB shot that can actually get people out of doom state when you power shot them. So having that extra hidden compartment, being able to put down 2 power shots instead of just 1, helps out a lot as well. So that's kind of why I was kind of saying you have to pick one or the other. Do you want to play, a one way where you want to have more ammo and be able to put out more DPS that way, or do you want to have a hidden compartment and be able to push out more power shots, having being able to shoot 2 rounds of power shot? Now, before I let you guys go, I wanted to kind of talk about the different upgrades that Legion has as he's upgrading through Frontier Defense. Now, I already talked about the strengths and weaknesses of Legion and the best way to actually play him, but I just wanted to kind of go over these things. So for people that are actually, going through the different Titans and might not see, what Legion has as upgrades, hopefully this changes your mind in being able to use Legion as a very potent, very dangerous Titan to use against the enemies in Frontier Defense. So the first upgrade that Legion has, like I've already talked about, is his piercing shot. So every time he shoots around and it goes through an enemy, it goes through the next enemy, and it's an amazing way to kind of counter the flood of enemies coming down corridors, like the examples of Rise. There's 3 corridors that the enemies have to come down, and having these piercing shots of going through multiple targets helps out a lot, being able to lock down places, being able to do a lot of DPS to people, and helping out the Scorches and the Ronins doing all the DPS, really close to the Titan. So piercing shot is a lot of fun to get in the very early stages of upgrading Legion. Now, each Titan comes with a shield upgrade and comes with a health grade, so I'm not really going to talk about that since every single Titan actually gets it. So the next one I'm going to talk about again is the Executioner. So this is the one I was talking about where the power shot, if you're actually getting close to somebody and shooting them with the power shot, you can skip past their doom phase. So if somebody is like maybe a 1 bar of health or half a bar of health and you use this power shot at a close range, it's just going to completely take them out of the battlefield. It's a tremendous thing to have. It's an awesome thing to use when you're just wanting to kind of get to the next target and end the fight really quickly. So Executioner is a lot of fun to use. Again, when I get to later on to the power shot and being able to hit multiple targets, like I said, the argument for having hidden compartment is a big argument to have, being able to execute somebody real quick and moving on to the next target. Now, redirect, I kind of talked about this a little earlier. The redirect shield, the way that it works is the fact that when you have the shield up, any damage that's dealt to that shield will give you your personal shield on your Titan. Through my experience using it, I haven't really experienced a whole lot of shield growth to my personal shield on the Titan by people shooting at this thing, just for the fact that I don't really think too many of the AI actually shoot at the shield when it's up. But this ability is here, depending on if anything changes with the AI. In Frontier Defense, this ability will allow you to gain shields over time as people actually shoot at your shield. Next one is Drill Shot. Now, this is the one I was talking about when you use your long-range minigun rounds and you use the power shot, this is going to punch through multiple Titans and actually get more powerful as, you know, many Titans it actually goes through. It's a really cool ability. I really like it. It helps out a lot, again, on those long corridors that you're trying to lock down people on. And it makes a difference when you're using it in Frontier Defense and hitting multiple targets. Now, the last one I think is an amazing skill to have on here, amazing upgrade to have, and that is Dreadnought. So this unlocks all of your Legion kits for Legion. You know, being able to have max ammo, being able to have 2 power shots, being able to have increased time to your smart core is just an amazing thing to have. It is awesome to have, you know, all your kits available to you, being able to move around quicker when you have your minigun kind of rolling and ready to go and aiming down sights. It's just an awesome thing to have, and being able to deal out, again, more firepower and more deadliness on the battlefield, and being able to help out different Titans. This last one, Dreadnought, being able to have all your kits, it's an amazing one to have. I'm glad I have it, and I really look forward to using this in Master and Insane difficulties. Well, guys, I hope this guide was helpful. I want to try to help out as many people as I possibly can. You know, new players that are coming to Titanfall 2, people just now playing Frontier Defense, or people that are just coming into playing Legion or different Titans throughout Titanfall 2. I want to try to make these different guides and try to help you out as best as I possibly can. So you're successful in Frontier Defense and you get into those higher difficulties, you know, Master or Insane. So hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a like. Let me know down in the comments below what was most helpful and what you'd like to see, you know, later in the future when it comes to guides for the different Titans. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys next time.